Fierceness currently holds the coveted title of the #1 contender in the Longines Breeders Cup Classic rankings this year, a position determined by a panel of 43 top experts in thoroughbred racing. This professionals includes media professionals, seasoned horse players, and members of the Breeders' Cup Racing Directors' Secretaries who collectively assess the top horses in the world. But why exactly did they rank him #1? Does Fierceness truly deserve this honor, or is he simply overhyped? Let's dive into his past performances and decide for ourselves where this rising star really stands. First up, Fierceness' unforgettable Maiden Special Weight debut. On August 25, 2023 at Saratoga, this bay colt, bred and owned by Mike Rapoli, made a jaw-dropping first impression in a 6-furlong race. Fierceness, trained by Todd A. Pletcher, is a homebred for Rapoli stable, sired by 2018 Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile G1 winner City of Light, and out of the mare Nonabella. Breaking from post 6 in a competitive field of 10, Fierceness quickly surged to the lead. Despite the muddy, sealed track, the colt showed no signs of slowing down, effortlessly shaking off his rivals. Under the guidance of jockey Jose Ortiz, he cruised to an 11 1/4 length victory, clocking an impressive time of 1 minute 9.56 seconds. This performance instantly put Fierceness on the radar as one to watch, as his dominant debut left racing fans buzzing about his future. Next, Grade 1 Champagne Stakes. After an electrifying debut, Fierceness stepped up in class, competing in the prestigious Champagne Stakes on October 7, 2023, going off as the 11th to 20th favorite. Fierceness faced a field of 8 strong contenders. However, a difficult start, where he lunged out of the gate, left jockey Jose Ortiz unbalanced. Fierceness struggled to find his rhythm and finished 7th behind Timberlake. Despite the setback, Connections remained optimistic, knowing the colt's immense potential. Third, his breakout performance in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Following a challenging Champagne Stakes, Fierceness showed no physical issues in his post-race checkup, leading trainer Todd Pletcher and owner Mike Rapoli to aim for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Fierceness trained intensely at Keeneland before shipping to Santa Anita Park for the highly anticipated race on October 28th. As a 16-1 long shot in a field of 9, Fierceness got a new jockey in John Velasquez. The change paid off, as Fierceness tracked the leader through fast early fractions before unleashing a powerful kick in the stretch to win by an astounding 6 1/4 lengths. With this stunning victory, Fierceness solidified his status as a rising star and a serious contender for the 2024 Kentucky Derby, earning 30 qualifying points and the Eclipse Award as champion 2-year-old male. In fourth, Fierceness battles in the 2024 Grade 3 Holy Bull Stakes. Kicking off his 3-year-old season on February 3, 2024, Fierceness entered Gulfstream Park as the overwhelming 1-5 odds favorite. However, the race didn't go as planned for the young star. Fierceness locked strides with leader Hades around the final turn, racing wide throughout the event. Despite his efforts to close in on Hades, the colt had to settle for 3rd place as Hades' swift acceleration proved too much to overcome. Domestic Product finished 2nd, while Fierceness crossed the line 3rd. 5th, his impressive victory in the Florida Derby on March 30, 2024. Fierceness stormed into the Grade 1 Florida Derby at Gulfstream Park and delivered an unforgettable performance, breaking well from the gate. Jockey John Velasquez had Fierceness positioned near the front early. Fierceness took control of the race, setting solid fractions of 24.06, 47.50, and 111.31 before turning on the jets in the stretch. In a dazzling display of speed and power, Fierceness pulled away to win by an incredible 13 1/2 lengths in a time of 1 minute, 48.22 seconds. This victory earned him 100 Kentucky Derby qualifying points and cemented his status as a top contender for the Derby, making him one of the favorites to watch. Coming in at 6, Fierceness' tough run in the Kentucky Derby. Coming off his dominant Florida Derby win, Fierceness entered the Kentucky Derby as the 3-1 race favorite. After a slight stumble at the start, Fierceness quickly recovered to be among a 4-wide pack leading at the first turn. He remained in 3rd place with just 4 furlongs to go, but as Mystic Dan surged to the front along the rail in the final turn, Fierceness began to fade. Despite his early effort, Fierceness finished 15th, while Mystic Dan held off Sierra Leone and Forever Young to win in a thrilling photo finish. Trainer Todd Pletcher acknowledged the colt's challenges but remained optimistic for future races. 7th, Fierceness thrilling win in the Jim Dandy Stakes. Known as a preparation for the Travers Stakes, this Grade 2 race at Saratoga put Fierceness against a tough field of 3-year-olds, including the formidable Sierra Leone. Entering the race with the second-best odds, Fierceness broke sharply from the 6th hole and positioned himself near the front early. The race became a test of endurance and skill as the horses approached the final turn, with Sierra Leone charging hard on the inside. Fierceness looked like he might fade, but under the tactical guidance of Jockey, he responded with a powerful surge, winning by 1 length. This victory, secured in dramatic fashion, added another major win to his resume. Finally, his stunning Travers Stakes triumph rounds it out. On August 24th, Fierceness took on a competitive field in Saratoga's prestigious Grade 1 Travers Stakes, often called the Midsummer Derby. Fierceness entered the race looking to solidify his status as a top-tier 3-year-old and did just that, holding off a fierce challenge from Torpedo Anna, the first filly to compete in the Travers since 1960. Fierceness led for much of the race, but Torpedo Anna, fresh off a defeat of Sierra Leone, made a late charge down the stretch. In the final furlong, she closed within a head of Fierceness, but the colt dug deep to secure the win by a narrow margin, finishing with a time of 2 minutes 1.79 seconds. This victory cemented Fierceness' place among the year's top 3-year-olds. In conclusion, while Fierceness has undoubtedly made his mark, the big question remains. After losses in the Champagne Stakes and Holy Bull Stakes, a disappointing 15th place finish in the Kentucky Derby, and hard-fought victories in the Jim Dandy Stakes and Travers Stakes, can he truly dominate the 2024 Breeders' Cup Classic against other top contenders like City of Troy, Forever Young, Sierra Leone, Dornoch, Torpedo Anna, Seize the Grey, and Muth? Is he the real deal or just overhyped? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting racing content.